Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Vanessa here, and I'm here to give you guys a different kind of video. So lately I have been posting a lot of eyeshadow tutorials. I just wanted to come on camera and give you guys a little bit of 411 on my favorite eyeshadow palettes at the moment that I have been absolutely loving lately. So what I'm going to do is show you some of my favorites, why they are my favorites, and how you can go out there and get them, because if I love them, I know that my beginner friendly girls out there will love them too. So without further ado, if you are interested in my favorite eyeshadow palettes at the moment, then go ahead and just keep watching. Mwah. My first eyeshadow palette that I do want to talk about is one that I have been using for over a year now. Now, with all of the controversy going on with Anastasia Beverly Hills, I thought it was important to highlight some of the positive, because just because a brand comes out with something crazy doesn't mean that they aren't a great brand overall. And that palette that I want to talk to you guys about is my well-loved the Modern Renaissance palette. Now, this palette, it is dirty. It does look crazy on the outside because it is well-loved on the inside. That 1, 2, 3, 4 of the shadows has been used completely by me. And at a point in my life, I was literally using this palette every single day, and it did not leave my sight. Now, I love this palette, and I thought it would be amazing to share is because it is brown girl friendly. I feel like a lot of products marketed out there are really for girls who don't have, you know, that beautiful brown skin. So I thought this Modern Renaissance palette is absolutely perfect for everybody, because even when I've done makeup on other people, I've seen that this product has been something that I've always loved. So yeah, it's super duper amazing. And I'm also sharing this palette because it is something that you can probably go in your nearest Sephora or Ulta and still pick it up, and it's not always sold out. So if you don't have it already, I do recommend going and picking up the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, because it is the bomb. Alright, the second palette that I want to talk to you guys about is the Jaclyn Hill times Morphe palette. Now, the reason why I'm sharing this palette is because if you haven't already checked out, I have 4 different looks on my channel, which are linked below on this palette. Now, let me just show you guys this palette in depth. Look at how beautiful it is. And yes, it is well loved. I've been using it a lot lately. I've even used it on my lids today, along with some other palettes that I'm going to talk about later. But this palette is absolutely amazing, you guys. These colors down here are so gorgeous, and they are beautiful on even the deepest of skin tones. And then I love it because it has these chocolatey colors over here and a beautiful black. And then up here, you're going to get your shimmers and your bronzy colors. And then moving this way, you get more of your transitional colors. That I think this is a beautiful everyday palette that you can create multiple looks from. Literally just search the hashtag Jaclyn Hill times Morphe, and you'll be able to find 1,000,001 things on this palette here. And another reason why I'm bringing this palette to your all attention is because this month this palette does restock. So if you haven't already, make sure you go to Morphe's website, subscribe to them, because this palette will be dropping again. And it does retail for about $38, which isn't bad for this many shadows. And they're pressed really nicely. They blend effortlessly on the eyes. It's something that I really do recommend. And this palette is way better than all the other Morphe palettes because it is pressed different. And so yeah, this is one of my go-tos, one of my faves. I haven't been able to put this down lately. The next palette I'm going to be talking about is probably one of my favorites out of all of these palettes that I'm talking to you guys about today, and that is the Nubian palette by Juvia's Place. Now, the reason why I love this palette so much, you guys, is because when I say this palette should be owned by every brown skinned beauty in the world, I don't care who you are, what race you are, this palette is everything. Now, mine is a little dirty and a little crazy looking because I've had it for probably over a year now, and it has been a game changer in my life. And I will say this because the transition colors that come with this palette are brown girl friendly. They actually show up on the skin tones of browner people, and they just give this amazing pigmentation that you don't always see. And this is an affordable palette as well. It does range in the $20 range, but when I tell you it's worth every penny, I'm just going to take my finger and I'm going to just swatch it for you guys on the back of my hand. Look at that pigment. But these are just absolutely gorgeous, and the Nubian palette is literally probably a palette that I can use every day for my entire life for every single look. It has beautiful browns in it. It has deep colors. You can see it. My golds are really loved, but these transitional colors up here just make any look wearable and gorgeous. And you guys know that when you are blending eyeshadows, you always need a transitional color in the middle here, just to make sure your colors all blend together seamlessly. And the Nubian palette provides you with just that touch that you need. So if you haven't already, go ahead and shop the link in my description for the Juvia's Place, the Nubian, because if you are a beginner, if you love eyeshadow or you want to get into eyeshadow, I think that this palette is a must. I will say that it is a go-to, a must, everything to me. I just love this palette so much, and I am wearing 2 of the shades on my lids right now, and there is a bunch of my videos where I've actually worn this palette by itself. I do recommend it. It's compact, it's easy. I can go on and on about Juvia's Place, and that's exactly what I'm about to do right now, because I have one more palette from them that I have been loving, especially for the summer, moving into the fall months. Make sure my hair is together. I do have a hair video coming for you guys soon, so stay tuned. Before I get done with this video, I do want to talk to you guys about this last palette here, and this is the Saharan by Juvia's Place. I do have a lot of the Juvia's Place palettes, but the Nubian palette alongside the Saharan palette is probably one of my favorites because of its transitional colors. If you guys notice, this color here is a beautiful transition on brown skin. And this shade here is even for the fairest of girls. These 2 alone are the reasons why I absolutely love this palette. And in the summer, in the fall, you kind of want to bring a lot of pops of colors to the lids, because you know you just want to keep it vibrant and alive and beautiful. And I love the Saharan palette because it does give you that variety of color, but it still keeps you warm and even gives you this beautiful color here. Now I do want to swatch a couple of these for you just to show you guys the pigmentation of these. Look at that. So freaking gorgeous, you guys. And these palettes are so affordable. They're about $20, and they always run promotions and bundle deals for you guys to pick up these palettes. And one thing I do love about Juvia's Place is that they're always and constantly are restocking their palettes. So whenever you need something, oh, it's not in stock, trust and believe, check back on the website. It's always going to be restocked. So I definitely love the Saharan, and I really love the Nubian. Those are probably like my go-to, my faves, my tried and true that I will never, ever get rid of. So I went over all the palettes that I have been loving this summer, and I don't have a lot because I will be lying to you if I had a million palettes to love right now. But I do want to talk to you guys about a eyeshadow product that I have been using on my lids that I think that every girl with hooded lids, especially if you're eye like me, who would love this product. And that is the NYX Multitasker Mixing Medium. This, you guys, is what truly has transformed the way I do my eyeshadow. If you guys looked at my previous videos from maybe a year or so ago to right now, you will see that my eyeshadow technique has improved tremendously, and I owe it all to the NYX Multitasker. And the reason why this is so amazing is because it literally will take any eyeshadow pigment of any shade and hold it on the lids for hours upon hours, and it will not transfer. So if you ever have an eyeshadow on your lid, but as soon as you look up, part of that eyeshadow is on the top of your crease, It's because you need a solid base. And this base is wonderful because it does a couple of things. It not only holds your shadow in place, but it intensifies the pigment, and it also eliminates any transfer that you would have on your actual lid from your eyes. So you're able to wear color, you're able to wear vibrant colors, you're able to have those neutral colors in those areas where you crease, and it will stay in place. Another reason why I do recommend this product is because it is super duper affordable. I know that MAC also has this mixing medium, but it's a little bit more expensive, but this one is only a few bucks, and when I say it will change your life, I do recommend you getting it. And if you do like it, let me know in the comments below. Let's talk about it. Like, this is a game changer for me, and I hope it is for you. But that's all I have for this video. I just want to show you guys my favorite eyeshadow palettes at the moment, and if you don't have these already, girl, what are you waiting on? You're gonna love these, I promise. These are all the bomb. Oh, and all of these eyeshadow palettes that I did talk about today do have minimal fallout. When I say minimal, I mean you can go in, go ham in your eyes, and you won't have all of that fallout falling all over your beautiful made foundation. I know that's a struggle for a lot of palettes, but these are awesome. I will link all of these palettes in my description box below if you want to pick them up. And if you have any questions about these palettes, if you need to know where to get them, let me know in those comments section below. But if there's not anything else, give this video a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. You know I love you, and you know I'll see you in my next one. Mwah.